find your why. This is so vitally important because your why is your driving force. It is literally a sentence that should be plastered above your bathroom mirror, on the screensaver that you have on your computer. I mean, every day you should ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my why? It's something that I look at and refer back to every single day, because if I'm not living in alignment with my why, I feel like I'm failing myself. And so today we're gonna make sure that you totally understand your why and can use it as your secret weapon if you ever start to get discouraged, okay? So in this lesson, we're gonna find or refine your why. And even if you feel like you know why you wanna be successful and run a freedom-based business, I want you to go deeper than that, because freedom isn't enough to keep you going when things get tough. I hate to break it to you, okay? So I want you to dive deep and find out what drives you every single day, what motivates you and acts as a shining light to guide your way. Then I want to ask you a few profound questions to see if you're actually living in alignment with your why. This statement will be your driving force. So you guys, this exercise is best performed with someone else. So what I recommend you do is print this out and have a spouse, a significant other, even your kid or a friend, have somebody read this off to you and have them get deeper into conversation to really figure out how you can plug and play these answers. And they can even be sitting there with you and take some notes. Okay? You could even jump into the Facebook group and find somebody who's also going through this training to do this with you. Okay, that's super, super helpful. So this is an exercise called 7 Levels Deep, and I learned this from my mentor, Dean Graziosi. He is an incredible entrepreneur and thought leader, one of Tony Robbins' partners. So if you guys have not heard of Dean Graziosi, he is the author of Millionaire Success Habits and just an all-around amazing person. So this exercise has been so useful in my life and in the lives of my clients. Okay. While doing this, I've had people burst out in tears. I've had people get so emotionally involved in this process. So trust me, if these feelings start to come to the surface, you are not alone. It is so normal. I want you to embrace it and just understand that the more emotional that you're getting, the actual deeper you're getting, right? The actual bits and pieces that you're uncovering of yourself that are really going to help motivate you when you need it the most, okay? This exercise has really, really helped me, and it's something that I've actually redone a few different times, and I found that I feel like everybody has 2 whys, okay? So this is going to help you uncover one of them, but you could always feel free to do this exercise twice. I feel there's 2 whys. There's a personal why you want to be successful for yourself, but there's also another why, and it's why it's important for you to do this for other people. Okay, so there's an internal why and more of an external why. So I want you guys to focus more on internal, but if you want to do it again for the second why, you are more than welcome to copy and paste this. Like we've addressed before, just a little refresher. You guys feel free to go up, do file, make a copy, go ahead and make a copy and add this into your Google Drive folder. That way you have it for the future. That way you can plug and play all your own information. So I'm gonna skip down here to my example. That way I can give you guys more of behind the scenes on how I filled this out for myself, and maybe it will give you guys some ideas in regards to filling your sheet out too. So I'm gonna start off with level 1. Why is it important for you to become successful? This is typically a very surface level answer that you're going to get to somebody. Why did you start your business? Okay, you're probably thinking, okay, so I can have freedom. So I can have time and financial freedom. That's mostly always the answer, right? So go ahead, fill out your level 1. Why is it important for you to become successful? Now, I'm just going to base this off of my experiences, my example. But like I said, feel free to have somebody watch this training and then go back and do this with you. So why is it important for you to have time and financial freedom? Well, when I did this with someone, it's truly because if you think about why somebody would want time and financial freedom, for me, it's because I truly don't want to have to worry about making ends meet. I don't want to worry about making sacrifices. You guys, I know how it feels to be in the grocery store and be in that checkout line and have to go put things back that we wanted because I didn't have enough money. I know how it feels to be walking down the aisles and pick the cheap peanut butter because I didn't want to pay for the more expensive one. I've been there. I don't want to have to worry about making ends meet. I don't want to look at my bank account and see that I have $250 and have to figure out rent. I don't want to only be making enough to cover the bills, okay? I don't want to make sacrifices. I want to have abundance. So write down for you, why is it important for you to blank? And maybe for you that was time and financial freedom. But for me, I don't want to have to worry about making ends meet, and I don't want to have to make any sacrifices. So level 3, why is it important for you to not have to worry about making sacrifices? Well, for me, growing up, my mom always felt like she had to choose between working or being a mom and being a wife. And she told me she still regrets it to this day that she had to choose. She never felt like she had enough. She was always making ends meet and making sacrifices. I don't want to live with that regret. My mom's over 50 years old and she still talks about how she wishes she could have stayed at home with me and been a stay-at-home mom. She lost her marriage. She lost me. All right? I don't want to live with that type of regret. I want time and financial freedom, but it's much deeper than that. I don't want to live with regret. So why is it important for you to blank? Fill in the blank. For me, it's to not live with regret. Why? Why is it important to not live with regret? You guys, we are not promised tomorrow. I don't know how many things have to happen around us, but you guys, we're not invincible. We're not promised tomorrow, and I don't want that to sound morbid, but it's just the truth. So what that needs to tell us, especially after all the craziness that's happened in our world, it needs to show us that we need to live fully today. Not tomorrow, not in 5 years, now. That's why I don't want to live with regret. I want to fully live right now. So whatever your answer is, whatever you've put in this box, move it down. Why is it important for you to blank? So for me, why is it important for you to fully live today? And mine is because the time we have is precious. We can't get it back, and it shouldn't be taken for granted. You guys, if we're spending all day working, if we're spending all day doing things that we're not passionate about, that's time we're taking away from doing things we love, from our families, from friends, from new experiences that would bring us joy. We can't get that time back. It shouldn't be taken for granted. Okay, so why is it important for you to not take time for granted? Okay, this would be mine, but for yours, why is it important for you to not blank? Because we need to be fully present for the moments we have while we have them. It's not just about showing up. Like, let's just imagine your whole business is working without you. You're showing up in your zone of impact. But what happens if you're still with your family and your mind is elsewhere and you're not present? Are you really living? I would like to say you're not. So for me, it's important for me to not take time for granted because we have to be fully present for the moments we have while we have them. It's about that presence. That's key. So why is it important for you to be fully present? Right? This is my level 7, you guys. This is my deep answer. So why is it important for me to be fully present? It's so I can live the best life possible with the people that I love. That's my why. That is my driving force, and that is the thing that keeps me going every single day as I build my business, as I scale my business, and as I scale back the time that I spend doing the things I don't love. Okay, so go back up here, get deep. Fill this out with somebody else because I'm telling you, you guys, each level you go down, it's gonna hit you. I don't want you to just answer, I want you to feel. I want you to literally feel this to your core and understand what this looks like for you. It's deep and it's real, but I know every day that if I can show up and live my best life with the people that I love, that I'm doing something right. And I know that I'm living in alignment with my why. So hit that pause button. And then next, we are going to answer some questions. It's just 2 questions, okay? And these are huge. These are groundbreaking. And the reason we're going to ask ourselves this is because we want to make sure we're living in alignment with our why. So number 1, are you living in alignment with your why? Okay? If my why is to live the best life possible with the people that I love, am I actually doing this? Right? If my why is to have time and financial freedom, do I truly have this? If my why is to be in absolute control of myself and my life, am I doing that? Write it down. Yes? No? Are you living in alignment with that every single day? For a long time, my answer was no. I was not. I was not present for the ones that I loved. I was focused on the wrong things. And so I know how easy it is to get off track. But that's why it's important for you guys to understand this now. That way you can make a change, okay? So number 2, how can I take action throughout my life and throughout my time in this course to live in full alignment with my why? Okay, so for me, to live the best life possible with the people that I love, what can I start to do more often that helps me live in alignment with my why? Start to think about this, okay? Maybe it's starting to put them first, right? Maybe if your why is to have control of yourself, of your life, it's to have control of your life, maybe it's, okay, how can I take action in my life to have control? To have more freedom, to feel like I'm living in alignment. How can I start to take action here? It's simple, little, incremental changes that make a lifetime, you guys. Okay, so start to think here. And this is the information that we're going to take with us on the rest of this course. Because I promise you, if you can start to implement these things, you are going to see a transformation in your life. I promise you that. Okay, so how can you take action throughout your life and throughout your time in this course to live in full alignment with your why? All right, I cannot wait to hear how this goes. You guys, if you want extra bonus points or a shot at winning a one-on-one strategy session with me, go ahead and screenshot your 7 levels deep, and I want you to share it in our Facebook group with the rest of the tribe. Trust me, we are all there to boost you up, and I cannot wait to hear your why, because that is going to be your driving force and the thing that lights you up. If you took that next level and you made a screensaver for the back desktop of your computer, I encourage you, go in there, and I want you guys to add your 7th level to the top right there, so you can go ahead and see exactly what it is that you're working for every single day and make sure that you're living in alignment. I'll catch you guys in the next video.